I'm Brooke, and I want to be a midwife. Frederick Buechner said, "The place God calls you is the place where your deep gladness and the world's deep hunger meet." Being with women and their babies through their childbearing year has become my deep gladness. From the first time I attended a birth other than my own, with my camera in hand, everything in me knew that there had to be more of this in my life. My own home births have been some of the most transformative experiences of my life, and a place where I've met God. During my pregnancies and postpartum periods, I've personally dug deep via informal research to discover how to make the childbearing experience everything it could be. I found a lot of joy in resourcing and informally counseling other mamas through their pregnancies and births by sharing what I've learned. And though it took me a few years to admit that I want to become a midwife and not remain a birth photographer forever, I can now look back over the whole of my life and see how so much of my varied experience comes together to prime me for this calling. My lifelong interest in natural health, years working for a naturopath, mentoring younger women, completion of an integrative nutrition program, volunteering at a pregnancy resource center, a master's degree in counseling, photographing 50 births over the last 5 years, and the pile of midwifery memoirs and birth books that I've devoured. All of this. Midwifery, birth, and holistic woman care are stubborn and unrelenting areas of interest and joy in my heart. But is the world hungry for another midwife? Maybe it doesn't know it is, but I think it will soon. The current system in the US isn't working very well, and women are beginning to notice. We spend more money on maternity and birth than most industrialized nations, and yet we rank 29th in infant deaths, behind almost every other industrialized nation. 61st on maternal health, worse than any other developed country in the world. And at nearly 33% of all births, we rank far above the medically necessary target of 10 to 15% set by the World Health Organization. Meanwhile, we're seeing more and more examples in recent years in which scientific study is beginning to provide evidence for what midwives across the centuries have already known: that low intervention, physiologically undisturbed birth is best for mothers and babies, emotionally and physically, and that midwife-attended home births are just as safe as planned hospital births, but at a fraction of the cost. In most developed nations, midwives coordinate the care for the majority of pregnant women, consulting with and referring to OBs and specialists only as needed. I hope that in the US, we may see a shift toward the midwifery model of care, and will experience a growing percentage of home births. And I would like to be there to serve those women when this happens. Women don't need to be pitied or rescued from the work of pregnancy and birth. They don't need to be managed and monitored, diagnosed, medicated, and directed, at least not usually. They do need to be supported. They need to feel loved and trusted. And they want the attendance of skilled and compassionate wise women, like midwives, to walk with them through their childbearing year. The way a woman is made to feel, and the tools she's given during her pregnancy and birth, along with the space that we can give her to discover her wisdom, strength, courage, and fierce love, will equip her for all the years of mothering that lie ahead. I believe that birth matters because beginnings matter. Midwifery matters because women matter. And when you take care of a woman, you take care of your entire family, with repercussions across generations. I'm Brooke, and I want to be a midwife.